Hi Leo, my name is Tiffany from Tiffany's Tarology. It's so good to have you here. If this is your first time viewing my channel, welcome and so happy to have you. If you're a returning viewer, thank you for being here again with me, Leo. I love your energy. I have a Leo Venus, a Leo Mercury. It rules my sixth house of day-to-day activity and health, and so I'm very thankful to have a Leo placement like that. You know what? I also, yeah. No. That's it. My Mars is actually in Taurus. I was thinking, is my Mars also there? But no, it's just my Mercury and Venus, which are really, really cool placements. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and pull a Celtic cross for you. I have some links in my description box if you all want to get connected with me for a one-on-one reading in case this resonates with you or you just like my reading style. And then what we can also do is connect on my Instagram if you want to get like daily readings or message me and we can communicate and build community. So I have that option for you too, Leo. So we're going to dive in to your reading for the month of March and see what Spirit has in store for you. Starting with your current situation, Leo. I also have some amethyst and rose quartz out because Spirit told me that we're focusing on the third eye chakra. All right, you have the Four of Swords. This is one of the most beautiful cards I feel like that's in this deck. The Four of Swords is just telling me that this is a time out for you and your mental health. This is time for you to focus on rest, taking things slower, not doing as much, and focusing on kind of this Aries energy that's getting ready to come out. But right now, Spirit just wants you to kind of relax. With your current challenge, we have the Three of Swords and the Nine of Cups. So you may have recently gone through a very difficult situation where something that you had always dreamed of, something that you had hoped for, wished for, prayed for, a relationship, a job, like some kind of career that you really spent a lot of time and effort into cultivating, or you were literally like working on a business or something like that, and there was a lot of heartbreak surrounded by that. So now I feel like Spirit's telling you, like, rethink about your way forward, but your current challenge is just like going through the pain of that loss. And the best way to get through that, if you can kind of see these two cards, is that bed has a journal on it. It is the same bed that she is laying on. So there is this need for you to kind of like heal that broken heart, heal those wounds, which I know that you can do. Your strengths, Leo. Oh, and a Leo with a broken heart is very difficult because you do rule the heart. You are the heart of all the tarot, or I should say of the zodiac. You're like the heart of the zodiac. You're the sun. So when the sun goes out on Leo, it's a very palpable pain, whether it's literally just a dream of yours did not come true. But we work through that. Strengths for Leo. Five of Cups. You're the type of person that even when life gets you down, you can still see the good in the situation, or you can say there's better and more where that came from. Because with the Five of Cups, yes, there's cups that are spilled in front of the person, but there's a whole party still happening in the back. Area of focus. You have the Page of Pentacles, the World card, and the Two of Wands. And I love this because it's like you're just thinking about your future at this point. Your focus is where to next. I got this broken heart. The situation didn't pan out. This job didn't turn out to be as beautiful as I thought it was going to be. And now I have to think about my future. Your near future, beautiful, same position as Aries. If you have any Aries in your chart, you can check out that Aries video as well. This is the Ten of Cups. Happy home, happy wife, happy husband, happy life, whatever the case is, your family getting through this difficult time that you're dealing with and healing from it and growing from it. I see the potential for that pain to actually lead you to a better situation in the long run. Recent past for Leo. This could have been a factor that led to that heartbreak. This could also be factors that kind of just recently, most recently in the last couple of weeks to last couple of months affected you. Recent past for Leo. Seven of Swords. So some of you actually went through a person who either didn't live up to their expectations, they lied to you, they cheated, they stole from you. Some type of deceptive energy where you had to find out the truth of the situation and figure out how to move forward. And it did hurt. It caused that 5 of Cups, but you moved beyond it. Advice from Spirit about this situation you're going through in March. I'm sorry if you did find out that someone cheated on you or was lying behind your back, because that's always hard, especially when you wear your heart on your sleeve. The Lovers. Wow, I'm going to clarify this for you for sure, but Leo, are you healing a relationship where that person hurt you, but you're finding your way back into each other's arms? Are you mending your broken heart? I feel like that might be exactly what you're doing. You're figuring out a way to alchemize that pain for sure. Your current environment, there's like a new beginning, I feel like, for you and that person. Where it's like you went through a big hiccup. The Chariot comes out for your environment. So again, focusing on the future, where to next and what that's going to look like for the both of you. And I think that you're going to be pleasantly surprised with the amount of information that you start to come up with as you like look into the future. You see what God has for you in this person, and you just begin to understand that it's all going to work out in the long run. It's all going to work out in the long run. All right, so then we have your hopes and fears. Let me pick that up, Leo. Your hopes and fears are the 7 of Pentacles. Is the work, the time, the effort that you are putting into mending things, getting things to a better place, are they going to be worth it? Is it going to bear the proper fruit that it needs to bear? And then potential outcome for Leo for the month of March. You're very grounded, Leo. I like it. You're like onward and upward. All right. Your potential outcome is the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, but I'm not worried about it being in reverse. It's still the Ace of Pentacles. There just might be a delay or something that comes up for you. We will clarify. All right, bottom of the deck, Scorpio energy. We have the Death card. There was a big death and rebirth energy to this reading to begin with. So the Death card is just here to let us know there was something that really had to like die out, fizzle out, begin again after some tumultuous energy was dealt with. If you and your partner, because it does feel to be somewhat of like a relationship or some issues with family as well with that 10 of Cups here and also the Lovers card. If you went through a difficult period with a family member, someone in a relationship, I feel as though that relationship had a lot of flaws and a lot of issues, maybe some codependency, some lack of trust, things of that nature. And there was a decision that you had to make to either close the door or walk through that door. I see a lot of you with the 7 of Pentacles energy here, trying to see if you can salvage the relationship. The Ace of Pentacles is like we're starting afresh, but there's still some hiccups, some delays. But there was a major transformation of this relationship, where you're going, how you're going to make it work, and what you're going to do. So with the 4 of Swords again, and I'm feeling a lot more clear about it. Spirit just wants you to take your time. You've recently gone through a very difficult situation where you have either been lied to, cheated on, information was withheld from you, and you decided that the best thing that you can do right now is just rest. Allow life to happen. Allow yourself to go through the emotions, to heal yourself, to pray, to meditate, and to be quiet as you learn how to like deal with these emotions, focus on the good, heal your body, find trust and faith in this relationship again. With our 9 of Cups and our 3 of Swords, you're thinking about all the dreams, all the hopes, all the wishes that this relationship could have brought you. But the heartbreak that occurred nonetheless. There were difficulties for you. There were days where you didn't think that you were going to be able to make it work, but you probably have been journaling, writing out how you feel, focusing on your mental health. And because of that, you may be able to see things in a better light eventually. I'm not sure if it's going to be exactly as soon as you would like for it to be, but your wishes weren't fulfilled. And I wonder, like, I'm getting the energy, Leo, like, were you potentially expecting, like, were your expectations of this person and of this situation a little bit too high so that you actually let your own self down? Or did you have like these rose-colored glasses on of what this relationship would bring into your life, and then you were met with the heartbreak, with the cheating, the stealing, the lying, the deception, right? With your Strength being the 5 of Cups, the show must go on. There's still a party back here. Yes, those cups fell down, but you're finding strength in your reserve box right now. Like, you have this extra strength to push you through, to allow you to say, I'm going to cry for a little bit, but then I'm going to pick myself up and I'm going to walk through that door. I'm going to show up at that party with or without my partner. I'm going to go after my dreams, even if I have to do it alone. I'm going to be my authentic self, even when no one accepts me. I'm going to still go after my dreams, even when people have told me that they're too lofty or too lavish. There is this determination within this Strength card that I see, within the Strength position that I see with the 5 of Cups. For your area of focus, I really love this. A chapter, a period, a whole ass situation has ended. You're throwing off your hat. You're saying, I'm so happy that this period of my life has finally come to a close and I can finally look towards what is coming in the future. This relationship could have ended. This job could have ended. This family situation could have come to a close, a conclusion, and it's time for you to finally like spread your wings and figure out where to next. So with the Page of Pentacles, he has a map and he's trying to map out his future, where he wants to go. How does he want to accomplish his goals? And even though those goals came out in reverse as your potential outcome, I do think that with more time, more dedication, maybe even in April, the odds may start to turn in your favor a little bit more than they already have been, where you're finding more success, you're finding more happiness, because I did see that for you in your near future. But it does, require that you have a plan and you think it through. The 2 of Wands is looking at a globe. Where to next? What is the best way forward? How can I be on the right path with my inner purpose while also entertaining this situation that hurt my heart? For those of you who this has nothing to do with love and this has everything to do with career and purpose, there's a restructuring of your purpose because the people that are in your life did not necessarily, they didn't turn out to be as forthcoming and truthful about what was awaiting you probably at this job that you're at. So you're having to figure out like, okay, I have a plan. I'm going to get myself back out there to do interviews. Some of you are going to be getting back out into the dating scene. Some of you are going to be going after passions that you put on hold so that you could do something a little bit more stable as well. And because of that work that you're going to put into that area of focus that's going to become a bigger part of your life in the near future, I see great things in store for overall happiness. It doesn't just mean that you're going to have a family and babies and all of that, but it really just is a card of like, truthfully being happy, you being fulfilled emotionally is what this card really wants to tell us. So take the baby, take the kids and all that out of it if that's not necessarily what you're going for. For those of you that are, this is a general reading, take what resonates and leave the rest, as a lot of people like to say. But there is this inherent information that I'm gaining from this card that's telling me that the work that you put into yourself The direction that you put yourself on to move forward with is going to give you a clearer foundation, a happier foundation as well. Let me go ahead and clarify for the Seven of Swords in your recent past and see what I can get as far as like what this could have been about. Justice. There was definitely lies here. Definitely lies. Strength card on the bottom of the deck. So how I look at this is you may have been in a situation where you were being treated unfairly. Now the karmic balance, the justice is being brought in line. You could have had someone who was trying to sneak around on you and you found out the truth. You could have found out that, wow, this particular company is not paying me what I'm worth. Or they don't care about my mental health. Like there was some information that you found out recently that's allowed you to really like look at your situation from a different lens, find justice, find balance, and illumination of the truth came out recently in the past. And that's what really broke your heart. We're going to also clarify, like we said, the advice with the Lover's card. That's too many, Spirit. And I feel like that was a bad shuffle anyways. But Spirit, what is this Lover's card for my dear Leo? Oh, that one wanted to pop, but I don't know what that was. What is this Lover's card for my Leo? What is it here to tell us? What do they need to know? Yeah, so there's boundaries that you need to put around this person. I do see you working things out. It could be a job partnership. This could be a relationship that is romantic. This could be also family. But now that you have learned what you had to learn about that relationship in the recent past, in order for you to get to this Ten of Cups, there has to be boundaries that are set in place. Whether there was a lack of trust between the two of you, a lack of transparency about what was really going on behind closed doors, if there was issues with being able to be your authentic self in a relationship, if you found yourself also being overworked, underpaid, your family not accepting of who you are, things like that, I see you setting proper boundaries that give you success in these areas and help you to move forward with that partnership. I see a lot of reconciliation here. With your environment being represented by the Chariot card, it says that way or this way. You have to make a decision in the near future that's going to help really catapult you to the next phase of your life as you move into April. I see big changes coming for you that do ultimately end up with you receiving the happiness that you're looking for. But get really, I would say, clear about what it is that you want, where you want to go. Have a proper plan. Like back to our two of wands, little guy over here. If you don't know where to go, you're not going to be able to go anywhere fast. So get yourself acclimated with what is messed up, what's missing, what needs work in this relationship, and try to see if you can figure out how to get things to really balance each other out. Find some equilibrium so that you don't feel like you're being pulled in two directions. Like you and that partner, you and that job, you and your family could have been going in two different ways, but there needs to be like this collaboration of everybody to figure out what's the best way to move forward. And that does mean talking to your partners as well. Again, relationship that is romantic or platonic, to see like what is the direction that we need to take. Now that you set those boundaries, it's the perfect time to do that. Your hopes and fears represented by the Seven of Pentacles just goes to show that you're putting a lot of effort, a lot of time, a lot of love, care, even possibly money into this situation. You just want to make sure that it works itself out. Your hope is that everything will come together. She's in the vineyard. She's looking at these grapes that she's been cultivating. She's got her wine next to her. So she has seen success before. And her hopes is that we get something similar to that. The fear is that I put so much time, I put so much work, I put so much effort into this job, this family member, this relationship, only for it to get me nowhere. And that is a fear that a lot of us must go through, where you have to be really secure with yourself. And trust that you're being led in the right direction. So let's go ahead and clarify this Ace of Pentacles that came out for you guys as your potential outcome, and see why it's in the reverse. Why is this Ace of Pentacles in reverse, Spirit? Why is it not in the upright? Like, what is the delay? What is the issue? I feel like there's going to be some unfinished business as you get to the end of this month. Yes. Okay. So until you walk away fully from whatever these situations were in the past, like if you have unforgiveness in your heart, if you have not fully taken out of this job, like you haven't put in your 2 weeks, you haven't put in your 30 days, your notice, until you actually physically walk away from the hurt and heal from the hurt, you won't be able to go into this new phase. It is coming, but there is a block that is keeping you from fully encompassing that this March, because there are still blocks within your heart that are keeping you from getting there. So it could be just as simple as you needing to talk it out with a partner. Say, hey, I'm not really feeling good about, what happened. I forgive you, but I just want to make sure that this will never happen again. You telling a business partner hey, I've loved working with you. It's been great. I never thought that we would be this successful, but I feel like going on my own is what's going to be best for me. For those of you with job situations, you may have told that employer, you know what, I've loved working here. Let's be amicable, but I gotta go because there's something else waiting for me that is going to be a little bit more fruitful as well. Yeah, on the bottom of the deck is the Star card. So there's a need for healing of this situation that you're going through right now, Leo. So just have faith. I believe that you'll get through it, especially if all you have to do is just emotionally disconnect from the past. You could do it. You have the ability to do that. All right, so what we're going to do is jump straight into your oracle. We're going to pull 2 oracle cards as well as a single word for your month ahead. Sorry about that. And see if Spirit can wrap up what we kind of have read. And I always think of oracle as the chapter names, whereas the tarot cards are all the words within the chapter. This says affirmation for growth. So you need to be working on positive affirmations. I was actually listening to someone the other day talk about a plant that was given the same amount of nutrition, light, and it was the same exact plant itself, was in this particular, let's say it was inside of a garden. And every single day, people would come to one plant and tell it how beautiful it was, how lovely it was, how wonderful it was. And that plant did really well. The other plant, they were supposed to, scream obscenities at it, tell how ugly it was, how horrible it was, and that plant died. So you need to speak more positivity into your life. Do affirmations daily if that helps you. Write things down in your journal to actually confirm with your subconscious that this is the new life that you want to live, that you can walk away, that you will be abundant, that those relationships will lead you to the happiness that you deserve and that you want. You have to be willing to kind of walk through the fire a little bit, but then on the other side is that grounded energy of the earth where it's just I'm speaking so much love and light into this situation that it can no longer do anything but get better. Your other card you have here says sun and stars. So there's a lot of you needing to balance who you are, taking into account where you see your future. I see the confidence of this person. Oh, it's quite, I haven't pulled this one before. This is a beautiful, beautiful image, but it's you're going to start to see your future so much brighter because you're putting yourself first for the first time in a long time. You're letting the sun illuminate you by day, the stars to guide you by night. You're setting your sights on bigger and better things. And even if you felt held back by what has kind of fallen away, You're listening to your intuition, and you're allowing your intuition and your inner guidance, your inner compass, your heart, to guide you forward in situations that you felt lack in, that you felt hurt in, that you needed to heal through. And by trusting that each and every day you will get better, that things will get better, that you will progress, that you will heal, that this relationship, whether with a job, with a platonic partner, or with a romantic partner, with a family member, gets better, I do really truly believe that it will. It's just about speaking those positive intentions into the ethers and allowing the healing to take place. Spirit, what is the word that you want Leo to focus on during the month of March? See what Spirit says. Oh, wow. Spirit's like, we got to get the perfect card for Leo. Wow, nothing's coming out. Oh, every time I say that, then it comes out. Dive. It says, you don't find pearls on the seashore. So what that's telling you to do is to take a deep dive into your subconscious, into your psyche, into the root of the problems that are there. Where that unfulfillment is coming from is just as important as addressing the problem itself. Like, where is this systemic issue coming from? If that person did cheat on you, what are those triggers? What was going wrong in the relationship? How can you two work together? If it was a job that was not giving you what you desired, or a family member was kind of lying or manipulating you, you have to also look at kind of like the ideas you had around the job, the traumas associated with family. And if partnerships don't work, you may also have to do a deep dive of like, what are your true intentions and your goals for your own future that may not have lined up with your partner that you were working with. So you don't find pearls on the seashore, and pearls are formed within, I want to say clams. And those clams are very difficult to open up. So it might be a process of you diving in to understand deeper the true essence of a lot of different things. And those pearls are formed actually out of a lot of like grit. And it takes time for them to form. But then they become something beautiful. It's like from dirt to a pearl. And so dive into the root causes of a lot of the issues that you've been dealing with, and see if you can figure out what is a way to heal and to move beyond it. Again, affirmations for growth, the sun and stars to help guide you, and diving into the root of the problem is going to be very helpful for you this month of March, Leo. So I hope you enjoyed this reading, and I'll see you guys again for the next reading. If you enjoyed this reading, please leave a comment, a like, subscribe to the channel so that you can help this channel grow, and I will see you again very soon. All right, take care. Bye, guys.